Hey guys, Broheen here with an update for the Warlock spec for the Mage. So, during Hotfix number 7, they changed some stuff in Warlock. One of the main things they changed, excuse me, they added a new Tier 4 partition to the Soul Tree. They have Crippling Terror here now, so this will increase the benefit your damage over time abilities gained from spell power by 12%. That more or less, I mean, Warlock, this spec is pretty much the same one as the other one I listed, just there's a couple little tweaks here and there that I figure you guys should be aware of. So I'm not going to go through the rotation in this one. I'm just more or less giving you this update and then reassuring to you that this spec does work the same way still in 2.5 as it did in 2.4, even with this hotfix. So more or less, they changed a lot of cool stuff. I mean, it's kind of surprising they didn't nerf this because it's pretty powerful, but they actually made it better. For instance, your opportunity here now, it reduces the global cooldown to 1 second instead of what it was before. Can't remember what it was before. I think it was 1.5 earlier. So I mean, that's nice that, you know, the global cooldown is only 1 second. Conflux, let's see if I can find that here. Where is Conflux? You know what, you guys saw that, I'm just gonna go in here and show it to you. So now Conflux used to be put on your enemy, and it gave you 10 stacks. For the next 10 death-based damage over time, it would deal that additional damage to it. So I mean, that was used in combo with your Void Barrage or your Persist to refresh all of your debuffs on the enemy, and it would do like an extra 10,000 damage or so, depending on, well, depending again on what level you are, what your gear looks like, and you know, how many debuffs you had on the enemy. But this now is applied to the mage instead of the enemy. So if you have it on the enemy and that enemy dies, you still get to use Conflux and continue your rotation as you normally would without re-debuffing the new enemy. With that being said as well, Conflux is no longer on the global cooldown. So the global cooldown, you know, it's basically the free ability for the spec, and it's going to play a major part in the speed of your rotation. And since it's not on a global cooldown, you can get an extra tick or so off of each one of your debuffs before you refresh them. So that's more DPS, in my opinion. Now, since we're on that topic as well, with Conflux and being used with Void Barrage and being able to run, well, Void Barrage you're able to run around and use now, which I think is pretty sweet. And we're going to try that out right here. Yep, and you can now run around with it. Can't look the other way though, apparently, but yeah, you can run around with it, so that's pretty sweet. They added some things to Defile, which right there, the chance increases the chance for damage over time abilities to critically hit the enemy by 3%. So they increased the potential damage done of Defile. Sleeping Corruption was another thing. I apologize, I keep clearing my throat here. I'm starting to go a little under the weather, but Sleeping Corruption, your damage over time abilities ignore 30% of your target's resistances now. So that's a nice buff for you. Dark Power. Let's see, there's something, I don't know if it's in here, but Dark Power increases your range. I believe it's your range of up to 5 meters. I'm not going to worry about finding it, but you know, Leech Life now heals you for heal over time, 3% of your max health. And so does Draining Bolt does 10% of the mage's maximum health now. They took away Phobia. I think that was the Mass Fear, if I remember right. That was the Mass Fear. And I mean, there's a lot of other things that changed too, but For the most part, I mean, they made the spec a lot better than it was before, with, you know, like Conflux not being on global cooldown and targeting you instead of your enemy. And as far as the heal over times go, they're a little more accurate and a little better. Radiate Death too for your AoE damage. It's only got a 20-second cooldown. So, I mean, they really buffed the specs. So I hope you guys, you know, check out the other video. I'll put a link in this video to the other video. That way you guys can learn the rotation if you're new to it and you're just seeing this video now. Otherwise, you know, like I said, I'm not going through the rotation here. So if you're new to it, check out the video that I have linked. Otherwise, for you guys that have already tried this is just some good insight for you on, you know, using your Conflux and being able to run with Void Barrage, so you can change up your tactics a little bit with using the spec. So a lot less standing in place, which I know a lot of you guys with mages, you cry out for more mobility. Well, they pretty much just gave it to you with this spec. So go try it out. Try it on some practice dummies. Again, if you're new, check out the video I'm going to post in the link here. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel, please. We're creeping up on 350 subscribers. I'm going to touch base again once we get to 500. I am doing a 1,000 plat giveaway. Tell your friends, get them to subscribe. And you guys have an awesome night. Thanks for watching.